Untitled 1. They have an accelerated time frame to get the information that they need to put a payload on the software. The points of contact have already been set in place to operate exactly how they see fit. Now, if we pay close attention to how we live our personal everyday life, then we will start to notice deeper past the visual evidence we took mental note on. A headquarters, gadgets, and recent world changes that result in a major effect immediately or over time is a big sign to anticipate another attack. Not a bomb or gun attack by a terrorist, but another payload scripted into the operating system. The big-time battle will be fought by the US and NATO also if you want to mention the UN, but the first battle starts with every American that has the ability to protect themselves from the metaphorical blast radius of this here upcoming attack. Once they get major news on your next safety upgrade, they'll try to make an adjustment to counter that. But what if they couldn't track how strong you have gotten? The answer doesn't matter, but it is the first question we need to ask ourselves to initiate big progress. Just know the human population inside the US is almost about set for a discussion starting with families, officers, and governments about who gave the okay for the payload to be on administrative operating systems owned by the US military stations, hospitals, and airports, even multiple US embassy buildings that are overseas in different countries and on islands. Have the CIA made the required improvements to their buildings? OS operating systems is the start, then firmware, then you go to the technicals of your own medicine for this here situation at hand. If this, then let this, try to figure out what program they are using, or research more information about the tools and parts that you use for your computer, phone, or car you have, and start a hypothesis after you have finished researching on what technology you use. You might want to see if there is anything you can buy from a store to help soak up the damages or as a starting point for another approach. I had conversations inside blogs about the start of modern technology, specifically the PC and smartphone. I found the written way of what happens when we turn on a smartphone or PC. I dug deeper in pinpoints that they have made notable changes to all the gadgets that I was able to safely put my time towards. It took me about 12 years and 6 months, starting from 2012 to 2024 as I am typing these letters on this smartphone. It's near the end of November and we all know what type of events that we all take part in around December and February. Did they fix what you noticed? Please look closely. Run the program over again. It should be easy to find the solution to consistent errors or bugs occurred in a complete program. The true information source will give you the commands and statements that are necessary to use for your own PC or smartphone network-secured projects. That is the main reason that I want you to know these statements and commands. I guarantee you can make it hard for someone that has malicious programs installed in your storage drive, or maybe they installed a program to ping the connection between your ISP and the center that notes your IP address and takes the data, which are letter by letter, number by number, switched around various times. It is rearranged during the process of execution of the intended results. Set a time limit on your scripted defense, then see if you can hide the startup inside the lines used for your complete program. Then that is a possible avenue of approach.